All right, 15-minute full body workout, 30 seconds of work with 15-second rest. Go ahead and put on your swivel belt. Attach your elastics to the midpoint, and then go ahead and hook them into your eyelet. Perfect, let's get started. First move, we're gonna set up as a side shuffle. Open up your body, bring your hands down nice and loose, and go ahead and shuffle out into the training zone and back. Bringing the hips down nice and loose, or now nice and low, and knees back behind the toes. Your hands can be anywhere that's comfortable. They can be up as if you're protecting something, or down. Chest up nice and proud. Okay. Now, you can always change as far as how many bands you want to add, or how many elastics you want to add. I have 2, so it's going to make it much more challenging. So go ahead and turn and face the other direction, sink back down nice and low, drive, and come back. So the elastic bands are actually pulling me right back into the anchor. So I'm having to use my body and all of my muscles to stay away from that position. It's really tricky and really hard. And one way that'll help me is if I angle this foot in this direction, it'll help me grab a little bit better. Okay. Keep those hips down nice and low. Good. Third move is an explosive jump. We're gonna jump away from this anchor point. So setting up here, jumping back as far as you can, and then reposition up. Always landing bent knee. Whew. The further I get away from this point, the more challenging it gets. I'm having to use my quads and my glutes to keep me away from it. You can tell by the way I'm breathing that this is a very challenging move. All right, our next move, set up the bands down nice and low. We're gonna set it up for a traveling push-up, swivel belts on our left hip. Down into a push-up, walk away from the anchor point, down into a push-up, walk away from the anchor point. Go as far as your body will allow you to go, and then go ahead and come back. Each time you do a push-up, work on that range of motion, dropping down on that shoulder elbow level each and every time. Option here, dropping down to the knees, hitting that push-up on those knees, and then back. Good. My squat hops, I believe they're up one. So I'm gonna change my anchor point, dropping down into a narrow squat, and then jumping out into a wide. So narrow to wide. Staying down nice and low. Your hands can be right to your side. If you prefer to use them to jump up, you can do that. But really, all of your focus should be in the glutes and in the quads. Option here is to take it to a wide, squat, step in, squat. All right, now to go back through it all again. Set it up one more time, side shuffle. Opening up that body, setting up just like an athlete, driving out into your training zone. Drive out as far as you can, not passing that point. We want to make sure we're always in control. By staying in this training zone, we can stay in control. Okay, we have 2 times through. So finish out this side nice and strong. Keep that chest up proud. And tell yourself you're gonna finish this set. Good, switch. Let's go the other side. Always gotta work both sides. You don't want one lopsided side. Okay, you ready? Drop down into it. I'm gonna keep my hands up this time, protecting myself as I come here. Maybe get a little bit of a burn through the arms. If you choose, you can drop. I'm gonna keep them up. Good. As you start to fatigue, you will start to bring that knee over your toe, sit back into the glutes, keep back into that glute area. That way you can protect the knees. Good. All right. Face your anchor point. Psych yourself up for this big boy. You have explosive jumps backwards. So how many can you get backwards? 1. I'm gonna go 3. Walk it forward. Go again. Soft knee landing. Driving. Oh boy. This will be your last set of these. So challenge yourself to get a tiny bit higher. Up, up. That last one is a beast. Oh. Okay. Change your anchor point to that low level. Look how quick and easy that is to clip in. This time, let's switch sides. So drop down nice and low. Add that push up. Walk it away from that anchor point. That 3rd push up, or even if you can get to that 4th push up, is so challenging because those elastics are really pulling on your body, really giving an extra pull to your quads and your upper body. Work on that range. Good. All right, final one. Switch it back up to that mid-length. And squat hops. Narrow and wide. So down nice and low, narrow and wide. By staying low in the squat, it's almost like I'm contracting that muscle the entire time. So all of that blood's rushing down into those muscles, giving us that beautiful pump to the legs and the glutes. Exactly what we're looking for. So fight out till the end of that 30 seconds. Oh, and then breathe. All right, so we have 1 minute of rest. You're gonna need your handles for the next part. Nice work. Now that you had a second to catch your breath, let's grab our handles and do the second part of our workout. Set up your elastics right here in mid-level. Go ahead and face away from the anchor. And I put the handles right underneath my armpit, so right here. Boxing is our first move. So I'm gonna start off with an easy punch, punching forward, rotating through my body. Notice my back foot is rotating as well. Now, if I wanna make this move a little bit more dynamic, I'm gonna move forward, add a couple punches, maybe come back. That way it gets my heart rate going a little bit. If you wanted to change up the boxing, you could maybe add a hook. I'm gonna stay with the jab today. All right, turn and face your anchor this time. Go ahead and step back, set up into a static squat. So that means I'm going to sit down into my squat and hold it there. Then I will do an alternating row with my bands. As I row, I want to try to pull this elastic all the way back to my hip, if I can, and then get that rotation through the back parts of my shoulder. As I'm holding this position, really push all your energy through your heels. That way you take the pressure off your knees and into the glutes, where it should be. You can add speed if you want. All right, let's change the level. I'm gonna go down low for a bicep curl. In order to get that bicep curl in the right position, we have to have it low. Bring the arms all the way up, shoulder and elbows even, and then bicep curl up. To isolate that bicep muscle, I have to keep my elbows in that same spot. So as I pull up, I don't want to drop my elbows down to here. It changes the dynamic of the entire exercise. So keep those elbows up. You'll really feel that pull in those biceps. Good. Wood choppers, we're gonna face this direction for the first set and switch sides on the other side, on the next one. Take a step out, leaning down into your knee. So notice I have a slight bend. I rotate up and through, and then back down. Allowing my feet to pivot and moving through my torso. So I'm gonna work this part of the obliques, and honestly the front parts of the shoulders and the legs. If I wanna challenge myself, take a step back into the training zone. Ooh, that really adds a lot more resistance. Okay. All right, let's change the anchor one more time, right back to mid. And we're gonna use one band, and we're gonna stay on one side. So pull it in a row, rotate, and punch through. Do it again. So row, rotate, punch. You can add speed on this one or change that tempo. Your other hand, if you feel like you don't know where to put it, sometimes I'll rest it on my hip. You can keep it to your side if you choose. Honestly, it's all about the rotation. Good. All right, right back through it again. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable this time. I feel like I can add a tiny bit more speed. So with my boxing, hands forward, rotating through the hips. Boxing isn't just about arms. It's really about that rotation in the legs. I'll stay here for about 15 seconds, and then I'm gonna change the dynamic. Come forward, don't pass that line. So stay within your training zone. Safety always first. And smile if you want. Good. All right, turn the face away, right into that static squat. Rotate those shoulders back. After boxing, we find ourselves doing this. So really rotate those shoulders back. Sit in that static squat. Alternate those rows. I think just holding 30-second squat in a static position is challenging enough. So by adding this, you really are doing a full body workout. Fight through it. Push all your energy through your heels as hard as you can. Good. All right, 15 seconds to switch. Drop down to that low level and set it up for bicep curls. So take a step back, roll the shoulders back, elbows up nice and tall, bicep curl up. Sometimes when we bicep curl, our shoulders will come forward. You'll start to feel them roll forward. Really focus on pulling down in your lats and pull those lats back. That way you can really put that focus through the biceps. Good. All right. Wood choppers on the other side. So facing this direction, I'm gonna start a little bit further in the training zone this time. You can do both bands for a challenge, or you can always drop down and use one, or add another. Your workout, by adding speed, challenges you just a tiny bit more, gives it more of a cardio workout. All the way down to hips or below hips, up to the heavens. That's what I tell everyone. All right, last one is a punch and pull. Change your anchor one last time. We're gonna do a pull and then a punch. So pull back, stepping through, punching out away from your body. So pull, step, punch. Finding your tempo first. Once you feel comfortable, then you can pick up that pace. I'm gonna keep it right here, just so I can keep my form. Your hand doesn't have to stay on your hip. It can come to your side. It's really whatever you choose. Just get that punch. Good. Ah, perfect. All right, so you just finished your 15-minute full body workout. Nice work.